Before we start the show, we just want to let you know that we're part of the Bard Rock Network, sponsored by Dragon Master Games. Dragon Master Games is a local game store with an online storefront where you can get TTRPG products and collectibles, including trading cards. Just go to their website in the show notes and write in the comments that Bard Rock Network sent you. You can also support the network by subscribing to our Patreon or Ko-fi to access network-wide bonus content, get shout-outs on network shows, receive network swag, and even get invited to our several annual community game nights. Anyway, on with the show.
Welcome to College of Whispers, the actual play book club. I'm Marty, and as always, I'm joined by my co-host Vicky.
Hello.
So, this week on College of Whispers, we were slated to talk about Unprepared Casters. And we are going to talk about the show, however, not in the context of a normal College of Whispers episode. Since this is our third session getting together and talking in some capacity about this show.
It is.
Or working on putting together this episode. And that is because a lot of news has been generated by Unprepared Casters.
Very recently, yes.
As recently as the week before this episode is released.
Yes.
We are going to cover what has happened, why we will not be discussing our planned episodes this episode, and what we are going to do in the future.
Yeah. So
we first met to record this episode back in, I believe, September.
We did, yes.
It was September 23rd.
Yep.
And on September 25th, a mere 2 days after our recording session on this episode, Gus Rachels, one of the co-hosts of Unprepared Casters, announced that he would be leaving the show effective immediately. Actually, effective some months prior during their hiatus.
Yeah.
Citing creative burnout and a need to take a step back from the internet as a whole. As a result, the team at Unprepared Casters has changed a bit. Gus has left. Haley Whipjack is still the host of Unprepared Casters, but they have brought on
Amelia Som.
It was a very quick announcement. They put it on their podcast feed. Yeah. Gus is out of the show. It appeared to be a very amicable separation.
It does appear to be amicable, yeah.
And Amelia has taken the mantle as co-host with Haley. Yeah. And then they put out a trailer about a week later for their upcoming arc, and we here kind of figured, okay, that is simple enough news for us to kind of still put out the episode and not worry about it.
Yeah, definitely.
Obviously, Gus leaving is a big change up for the show, but it happens. Fine for us to still talk about Arc 1 as it was.
Yeah, because we had Haley being the DM, we had Gus as a player, and everything was amicable in the where he's gone, why he's left, everything fine, really.
So that is where we left off and decided that we would just go ahead with the episode as planned. However, 2 days before this recording and about a week before the episode was scheduled to release, on October 19th, 2023, the Unprepared Casters Twitter account has put out a large statement about where they have made missteps and what they plan to do about it in the future. This is quite a long thread. It's 4 images filled with text and then a whole Twitter thread proceeding. To sort of summarize what they've said here is that they are taking steps to prioritize diversity in their cast because they started with home games that were predominantly white, but they are taking steps to include more people of color, queer, disabled, other marginalized groups in their spaces, and that's very good. They've also mentioned that in the beginning of the show, they had little to no use of safety tools or other practice to get rid of or mitigate player discomfort at the table.
Yeah.
And what reads to me as a pretty toxic recording environment.
Yes. Between the lines, I would also agree there, definitely.
In an effort to fix that, they've brought in their safety coordinator, Andre Rivera, to help facilitate a better, more inclusive and safe space for players. Mm-hmm. The steps they're taking, I think, are the right steps, of course.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
But
agreed.
I also, going back to our episode that we had recorded, I had kind of just assumed that a table or a production of this size would have something in place like that. And I was proven wrong by this statement. And obviously, we don't want to mislead you guys, our audience, on what's going on behind the scenes of a show, especially if it's coming to light like this. So we have made the decision to retroactively pull our review of Arc 1 of Unprepared Casters, and we are putting them back on our table of shows to roll, and we will revisit them with their more recent content in the future
moving forward
to see how they have kept up on their goals and promises to their audience.
Yeah, agreed.
To summarize, we are kind of taking a bit of not really an off week. We still have a Dear Aboleth after this, and we will be revealing the next episode that we already rolled for, and I'm just going to put in at the end.
We rolled for it in the original show.
We rolled for it. Yeah, we rolled for it on the first recording session, and then we did the Dear Aboleth in the second recording session, and now here we are,
third one.
Session 3. But yes, we will be putting Unprepared Casters back in our table. Also, I have something to show you off mic.
Oh,
I got a D100.
D100, nice.
The listeners at home can't see this, but I have this thing has to be at least 5 pounds.
They are very weighty.
It is pure metal. 100-sided die.
You're gonna have to record what that sounds like when you smack it on the table when you roll it.
Can you?
Oh God!
It hit my mic stand. So
holy moly!
That'll be good.
That's gonna do some damage.
I have to do extra editing now. There's gonna be a dent on my desk when all is said and done.
Is it the numbers dented?
Just a little,
imprinted.
Just a little 69 on my desk. Gosh,
I love it.
But yes, that said, we have upgraded and expanded our table.
Yes.
We started the show with a D20 table, and now we've been adding slowly to our list, and it is now at a D100 table.
It is scary.
So we are going to be doing this until we die.
Forever. This is it now.
Also, that being said, since we talked about this in the first recording session, but that's going to be cut, this is the end of our weekly release schedule. Starting in November, we will be moving to a monthly release schedule, which will give us more time to properly digest the shows that we are covering and get a better perspective on, like, okay, we've had more than a week and a half to listen to the show that we're supposed to listen to. Yeah.
Gives us a chance to really sort of check people, maybe read between what's happening in the tweets and sort of investigate what sort of social media is being put out there and what's going on maybe in the background.
So our current plan is to record an episode and then put it out like the next week so we can make sure we have the most recent updates on the show as our episodes are coming out.
We're learning as we go.
we are learning as we go. Because even like episode 1 has come out by this point. I said that there were 17 seasons of Dimension 20
not anymore.
At the time.
Nope.
And now there are 20 with more on the way.
Yep.
So, the news around actual play is constantly evolving, and we want to make sure the information that we're giving, when we're giving it, is the most accurate that we have at the time.
For sure.
And so with that said, we are putting Unprepared Casters on the shelf for now and seeing where they go in the future.
I'd say we're putting them back in the list more than anything.
We are
giving
putting
them a second chance.
Yeah, so we will revisit Unprepared Casters in the future, but now seems like a poor time to...
The timing is terrible, for sure.
The timing is terrible,
yes.
for sure.
Timing is everything in actual plays, and this is not a good timing.
I think with that, we're going to take our quick break. Mm-hmm. This is going to be a shorter episode than even we had hoped, but we are going to take our break and move into our Dear Aboleth section.
Hey folks, we just want to take a break from the action to let you know how you can support the show. As a part of Bard Rock Network, you can support us through a number of affiliate programs, where a portion of your order goes to support the network. Everyone loves dice, right? Fanroll Dice can make dice of all shapes and sizes, as well as accessories like trays, bags, and towers. Or maybe you want to take better campaign notes. Just check out Minva RPG and look at their assortment of campaign journals and tools. Finally, you can level up your game night with tea or coffee from Many Worlds Tavern. In addition to delicious tea and coffee, they have stickers, tokens for your favorite trading card games, and playmats. Qualifying orders even come with free dice. All of those affiliate links can be found in the show notes, and you just need to use the code BardRockCafe at checkout to save on your order.
Most folks don't realize it, but the world is ripe with monsters. And when you have a monster problem, you need someone who is smart.
I came over here, I saw that there was a crime scene. I figured, I'd park here on the
Crime scene. Brave.
It's just not our fight. We just honk the horn, everybody dissipates, and we just ride away.
And qualified.
If nobody is going to assist David with this, he is going to pull out his nunchucks.
Who gave him those nunchucks?
Van Helmen's family is none of those things, but they're the best we've got, so check them out on Monster Cafe. Available now wherever you find your favorite podcasts.
All right, and we're back.
Oh.
Now it is time for our lovely little segment that we like to call Dear Aboleth, the TTRPG advice column. We have gotten a nice number of submissions from you guys. Keep sending them in. Thank you for sending in what you have. Vicky, if you would like to take it away with our submission for this week.
This week, Dear Aboleth, obviously. I recently got a new girlfriend. Oh, congratulations.
Oh, congrats.
She's a tiefling. And she's just lovely. But I've noticed that she does smell faintly of brimstone. It's not intolerable or anything, but I wanted to know if it would be offensive to recommend some scents, maybe. And if that would be okay, are there any recommended tiefling perfumes? Thank you for any help you can give. Overwhelmed olfactorily.
Wonderful. Thank you for submitting your question to us. Well overwhelmed. We've actually reached out to an expert on your behalf. We reached out to Karlak of Baldur's Gate 3 fame, and she recommends oudwood, bergamot, and what was the other one? Leather. Oudwood is actually pretty hard to come by. You might have to go on a little bit of a quest for that one. Mm-hmm. But bergamot and leather will kind of help alleviate the sulfurousness of your nasal problems here. You have any extra notes?
I'm still trying to say olfactorily, so
and that's okay.
I'm still practicing that in my head. I'm not thinking of anything else.
Next time we'll also bring ourselves a dictionary.
Please, just how to say things would be great.
That's your other quest. Get oudwood and a dictionary for us.
Agreed.
As we come to a close on our 5th episode, we are going to roll the dice. I have a die in my hand.
Oh, he does. I can see it.
We're going to see what we get for episode 6, starting our monthly rotation. All right. The number I rolled was a 7.
Ooh.
7 on our list is... Oh, man, this is small font. Okay. Oh, number 7 on our list is Agents of Damned.
Agents of Damned. Okay.
These are actually some good friends of the network who
Nice.
have, frequently collaborated with us. So we might be having a special guest next time.
We'll see. We'll see who can strong arm into coming along with us.
Oh yeah. So it's actually very very fortunate that we're covering this, because this is like the show that I'm actively listening to right now.
Oh my gosh! Yes.
So this one's in my rotation. So
okay.
I'm on episode 28 already.
Holy moly!
The first campaign.
I don't think I'm going to be able to catch up.
And that's okay. That's going to be our November episode.
It is, yes.
Until then, next time. This has been College of Whispers, and may your backlog grow ever shorter. Thanks for listening to College of Whispers. Our intro and outro song is Everything by Winter Wayfarer. Check them out on all major streaming platforms. You can find College of Whispers on social media at all the relevant places listed in the show notes. College of Whispers is a Bard Rock Network production. Learn more about the network in the show notes and on social media. Thank you so much for listening to this Bard Rock Network production. Don't forget, you can support us by checking out Bard Rock Network sponsor, Dragon Master Games. Support a local game store, get yourself some TTRPG essentials, and help the network produce more excellent content. It really makes a difference. Our show and all the other shows on Bard Rock Network wouldn't be possible without the support of people like you on our Patreon and Ko-fi. That's why we like to thank supporters who pledge above a certain tier at the end of network productions. This month's top supporters are Sarah, Queen, Viralore, and Paul. Thank you all so much for supporting the network. If you want to get shoutouts and other rewards, pledge on our Patreon or Ko-fi today. Links in the show notes.